April dijo que no se movería a República Dominicana porque ella no sería capaz de vivir en pobreza.
We really need to break down the dynamic between the relationship with Valentin and April. Because you see, right there, he's talking about how he's disappointed in April. He's upset with April because in the last episode, well, April decided to talk about finances. And this is a little bit,
Es la primera vez que ella hace la diferencia en el sueldo un problema.
All right, cool. So he's got an issue with the fact that April is a bit iffy about, living in poverty. And April obviously brought up the fact that she brings the money in and he doesn't bring nothing in. And to be honest with you, I agree with April. April has got a very good point about the fact that, I'm the one that brings in this and that. So this is why we should be living in America and not living here. It makes no sense for me to live here where I don't earn any money or I can't at least have money that I do have, rather than, and whilst we could be living in America, I continue bringing the money that I do bring in, which is obviously a whole lot more financial, my apologies, financially more secure for us moving forward. So the logic makes sense. But this is what we need to break down. Why the hell is Valentin with a woman that is so successful that he doesn't even want to match her energy? Why are you putting yourself in that position? Why are you trying to be with someone that has gone far in their life with education, with their jobs, in their career paths, all that kind of stuff, to then tell that person, hey, you should come live here and basically quit your stuff? In what world does that make sense to him? Like, honestly, well, I guess it's this world, right? But it doesn't make sense to anybody. But this is a side of him where he's obviously unhappy with that side of it. And now we got to flip it. We got to flip up a script. Why the hell is April with a guy that has no ambition? Why is she with a guy that isn't necessarily even willing to learn English anytime soon? So really and truly, why are these two even together? The match makes no sense. Let's continue.
Sí, ella porque también ayuda a hacer.
Todo.
Pero está bueno.
No
process the way he was like, she helped with this, and he was like, but this is good. Like, what the hell's going on here?
solamente estaba cocinando, sino también limpiando.
Ah. ¿Qué limpiaste?
Like, can somebody explain to me what I'm missing here? So he asked if she had to cook because this is good. He's like, oh, but this is good. Then he's now asking, what did she clean? What does it matter? If I've got a woman that I've introduced to my family and she wants to help cook and clean with my family, that's a good thing. Forget the fact that we know that she has this situation going on with everything being clean, right? Forget all that for a second. But understand this, the positive side is that she's taking time to spend time with your mom and your sister, or the mom and the aunt, whichever one it was, right? That means she's had time to bond with them, to get to know them. Fantastical. So much that, listen, they even decided to play a joke on her. In fact, let me show you that joke right now.
Clean the plantains with bleach and then with water.
Ustedes limpian los plátanos con lejía y luego con agua.
Con agua.
Because she saw a bleach bottle, she's thinking, hold a minute, you cook the plantain with bleach and water, and the family is bloody hilarious.
Okay.
Water.
Con water.
Con water.
Con water.
Sí.
Agua.
Sí, bleach and then water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love the infusing. She's like, and then they came to the cutscene.
Seguro tenía una etiqueta que decía cloro. ¿No era cloro?
Those would be super.
Oh man, you know, the fact that these families got banter, they got humor, and they actually want to entertain April is actually a freaking gem. It is a gem, because to entertain someone like April isn't going to be very easy, you know what I mean? Because the way she is. But they were like, listen man, we're just going to jump on board and just play along with the fact that we're cooking plantain with bleach. You know, we're going to act as if we are actually that insane. Like, who the hell this woman should actually think that we would cook food in bleach? Does she think that we're that crazy or something like that? So to be honest with you, the mom could have legit been like, raw, like, you think we would do that? I mean, they could have used it as a tool of like, you're actually judging us. Like, you think we would actually do that? But instead, they were like, you know what, let's have fun with it. Let's wander up. Good energy. It's a shame that Valentin doesn't have the same energy as his family.
In order to flush the toilet, you have to take a bucket, dump it into the toilet for it to flush. For someone that's worried about bacteria, I cannot touch this bucket.
Now here comes another problem. You know, we just got to go through the chain of events here, right? We got the problem with where Valentine's got an issue with his woman helping his parents' mom to cook, and then he's surprised that the food is good, so that means his expectations for her cooking skills is very low. We've also got the fact that Valentine isn't happy with the fact that she doesn't want to live in the Dominican Republic, doesn't want to live in poverty because, you know, she's someone who's already got money and isn't happy with the fact that she's using it as a comparison or as a tool, which makes all the sense. I don't know why she wouldn't, to be honest with you. Anyone would, you know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people would actually leave their jobs where you're earning a significant amount to live with your partner who's earning nothing pretty much compared to what you're earning. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, you know, we're now fast forwarding to a point where, you know, he's also not even happy with the fact that she's had bonding time with the mother, but the mother's been able to take humor in April's madness, which is fantastical. You know what I mean? And now, but then here we're in a situation where we flip it again to April. I don't know what she's doing. Why would you even, you know, bother being in this situation if you knew that you was going to be, you know, highly agitated? If you knew that, you know, the surroundings were going to highly bother you, you know what I mean? So to be honest with you, how these two came about doesn't make any sense. How they're still together doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, you got a guy who, I really don't understand Valentin. He's a very confusing dude. But I can say this for April now, given the fact that she's someone who's so successful in so many things, you would have thought that she would have known where her limits would have lied. You would have thought for someone who's got, you know, this bacteria situation going on and whatnot, she would know how far she's willing to go, you know, how much she's willing to compromise herself. But for some reason, she's put herself in a situation where everything that she's gonna have to do to be around his family is gonna require a massive compromise on her behalf in terms of the fact that she doesn't like bacteria and all that kind of stuff. Like, if these two are still together by the end of the season of Love in Paradise, I just don't know. Life itself is confusing, to be honest with you. I mean, April's worse than what's the girl's name? The girl that sells farts in the jar. I remember her debut season. She went to Australia. You know what I mean? And when she went to Australia, she had the whole, you know what I mean? She was like face mask and obviously da-da-da. She was like, doesn't want thing touching her, da-da-da, you know what I mean? But then all of us, Stephanie, that's it. I think it's Stephanie. But now, I mean, all of that went out the window real quick when she got the fame, though, which was kind of interesting. I don't know if her storyline was even legit, to be honest with you. But April's definitely far worse in this situation here. Yeah.
I'm sorry, lo siento. I really don't want to be rude to Valentin's family, but my anxiety and my germophobia is through the roof.
To be honest with you, she's like, you know, I'm just gonna wait to go to the toilet in the hotel. She's been at Valentin's house for 8 hours. 8 hours without even going to the toilet. Now she's gonna wait goodness how many more hours before they go back to the hotel, and then she's gonna go use that one. I wish we all had the power to hold our urine for that long. It's probably gonna go what, about 12 hours, who knows? 10 hours, who knows? This is ridiculous. This has got to be fake, but who knows, man? At the end of the day, April should be doing, instead of going back to the hotel to just still stay there, she should be going to the hotel to pack her stuff and then just go back home. The life that he lives and where he's from isn't for you. And the life that you live and what you do isn't for him. I don't know how they've even got this far, to be honest with you. It's as if they got together, applied for the show, then they got accepted and they're like, oh damn, now we got to stay together. Who knows? Either way though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below. Do you think that this relationship has any hope whatsoever of making it happen? Because as far as I'm concerned, hell no. Those vocals wasn't too bad. I'm just going to keep telling myself. Don't forget to like, sub, and of course,